Hi, this is the Tenkara Ambassador, and as you know from my post, I fish a lot of terrestrial flies. I think that regardless of what's hatching or not hatching, trout are always looking for terrestrials because they're available pretty much year-round and they're a great source of protein for the trout. I've talked in an earlier post about the beetle, and today we're going to tie the hard-bodied ant. Very simple pattern to tie, but very effective subsurface fly. It can be tied in a variety of sizes, generally 14 to 20, because of course ants are available in nature in various sizes. All that's required is some black uni thread. I use number 6, a grizzly hackle, and some kind of epoxy to build up on the fly, on the thread. I use Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails clear nail polish, but there are probably better epoxies that would require fewer coats, but it's cheap and it's available everywhere. So let's start tying the fly. We'll start our thread near the eye of the hook, and we're just going to layer a mound of thread and create a thorax. And you want to build up a pretty good thorax here, although when you cover it with the epoxy it's going to appear larger. This is probably as effective as almost any nymph that I've found. It's great for dropping off a dry, like a Alcaracatus or something. And you will get takes on it. Now let's go back to the back of the fly and create the abdomen. I usually extend the abdomen just into the bend of the hook. Sometimes when I complete this process, I'll use a yellow thread and put a few stripes of yellow in the abdomen, which of course makes it a bee, which is also very effective, bee or wasp. I usually try to make the abdomen a little larger than the thorax. And that seems pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is just put a whip finish or two . And cut my thread. And now we'll start the process of layering on the hard as nails or epoxy. Just put a little dollop on the top of the fly on the thorax and on the abdomen. You can be fairly generous with this and let it flow down around the hook if you like. But this is a fly that you're going to spend a better part of a day perhaps creating it, because you want to wait for each layer of epoxy to dry before you apply the next. It's helpful to have a rotary vise for this. Okay, well, we're going to let that dry for a few minutes and then apply some more coats. Now that the first dollop of hard as nails is dried, I'm going to simply rotate the fly a quarter turn, and we're going to apply another dollop on the thorax and the abdomen of the fly. And then after that dries, we'll just keep repeating that process, rotating the fly a quarter turn each time until we've built up a nice body on the fly. Well, now that we've built up a nice body with the hard as nails, we're going to complete the fly by attaching the hackle feather. So let's restart our thread in the center of the fly. And we'll attach our grizzly hackle to the center. I'm going to take one whip finish around just to hold it in place. Yeah, just a couple turns of hackle is enough, just to give the illusion of legs. Let's pull it back and get a couple whip finishes behind the thorax. And basically we're done. And you can tidy it up a bit if you like. And there you have the hard-bodied ant. It's going to be a very effective pattern for you.